Hi, this is Carlos Diaz, Library Associate at St. John the Baptist Parish Library, and this is a book talk. Today's book talk is A Multitude of Sins, a novel by Richard Ford. With remarkable insight and candor, Richard Ford examines liaisons in and outside of the marriage. An illicit visit to the Grand Canyon reveals a vastness even more profound. A couple weakening in Maine try to recapture the ardor that has disappeared from their life together. And on a spring evening, a young wife tells her husband of her affair with the host of a dinner party they're about to join. The rigorous intensity Ford brings to these vivid and unforgettable dramas mark this as the most powerful and arresting book to date, confirming the judgment of the New York Times Book Review that nobody now writing looks like more an American classic than Richard Ford's stories. Wrenching, intense, and overflowing with compassion, a multitude of sin leads us into the restless ambiguities of the heart. And that's it. What we have here is a fine collection of short stories by one of the masters of the form. Not only that, Richard Ford is also an accomplished novelist. He wrote The Sports Writer back in '86, and he wrote the sequel to it, Independence Day, which actually won the Pulitzer Prize for fiction. So this guy knows what he's talking about. He's been doing it for a while. He's a native of Jackson, Mississippi. And these stories, they were captivating. They were like a slice of life, which is what a short story is supposed to do. But what I really enjoyed was that it dealt with the fragility of relationships, marriage, and how difficult they can be, and how important communication is to the success of any relationship. And that's what I got out of a lot of these stories. And that was the overwhelming theme, intimacies and relationships. And I thought that was interesting, that it's always good to read about those type of things, especially in today's day and age, in which you read about the news that relationships are in trouble. It always requires a lot of work, just like with anything else in life. So I thoroughly enjoyed a lot of the stories because they focus on contemporary American life. Now, this book was written 25 years ago, but every generation is about 20, 25 years. So the themes are still contemporary and actually timeless. So if you're looking for a good book, you're taking a break between a long novel, a series, or anything like that, take a look at the short stories that are available here. A Multitude of Sins by Richard Ford, readily available wherever books are available. So go ahead and take a dive in. This was Carlos Diaz, and this is a book talk.